זוהר פרשת ויצא ליום שלישי. וילך ראובן בימי קציר חיטים וימצא דודאים בשדה. And Reuven went in the time of the harvest, and he found dudaim, mandrakes. Right? Some say mandrakes, some said an exotic fruit. ורבי יצחק פתח ואמר, מה רבו מעשיך השם, כולך מעשית, מה ללס כנך. Rabbi Yitzchak says, it's written in Tehillim, so much are your acts or your creations, Hashem, all were done with wisdom, and everything is full. I mean, of your not possession, but I will say your creations. Akira ukmoa bekama atah, elaman yachil mimni ovado dikucha berichu, diakama chayalin mishariyan mishayin da mida delitlon chushbana, bikulu bizmana chada, כמרזפה דאפיק זיקין לכל צדחין מזמנה חדה. כד קודשה בריחו אפיק כמה זינין ומשריין ומשיינים דה עמידה בידי תלון חושבנה וכולו בזמנה חדה. We have tried to explain this pasuk before, but again, how can we count the creation and the acts of Hashem? It's not possible. We know that Hashem created armies, celestial armies of angels and all type of different supernal beings. And all He created at the same time. Like if you take a hammer and hit the rock and there's all this sparkles that come out at the same time. See, this is how He created all these angels, all these forces at once. תחזה בדיבורה וברוחה כחדי תעביד עלמה תכתיב בדבר השם שמיים לעשו בורה פיו כל צבעיו בדבר השם דה דיבורה בורה פיו דה ארוחה דה בלעדה להזיל את כליל דה ודה ונפק מינהו כמה חיילין לחיילין ומשריין וכולה בזמנה חדה. Says, come see, it is written that with the word and with the spirit the world was, all the worlds were created. And we know that the word corresponds to Sephira Malchut, and the spirit to Zeir and Pin, as is written. With the word of Hashem, the firmament was created, and with the spirit of His mouth, all the armies were created. So again, when we said the word Bidabar Hashem, this is the word, and Beruach Hashem, okay, this is like the spirit. But on one without the other cannot exist. Both are needed. And so the Ruach and the Dibur correspond. The Ruach correspond to Tiferet, right? And the Dibur correspond to Malchut. And from them came out all these armies and armies of different type of spiritual beings. And even men, right? Everything came out with these two things together. תחזה, כדברה קודשה באיחור למברי עלמין, אפיק חד נאורה, זתימה דמין, אהו נאורה דפקין, ונערין כל עינון נאורין דתגליין, והוא נאורה דפקין, והתפשטו והתעבדו שאר נאורין, והוא עלמה הילאה. Says, come and see, when Hashem wanted to create the worlds, all the worlds, Tachtonim, the high worlds and the lower worlds, He made one light, which is Satum, which is hidden. And when we say Satum, not just hidden, but it's like superior. It's so superior that it's hidden. And from this light, all the other lights come out. And this one that is hidden is the Or Abina. And from this one, okay, all the other lights come out. What we mean all the other lights? We're talking about all the olamot and all the sefirot that are under it come out from this origin here. Tu itpashet haneora leilaa ve'avad uman haneora de la nahir ve'avid almat tata'a begin the ihu neora de la nahir ba'elet kashira le'ela ba'elet kashira letata ובקשורה דלתתא התקשה לנערה בקשורה דאלה Il y aura de la nahir, il y aura de la nahir, בקשורה דלה, אפיק כל חיילים, משריין לזינין סגין. هذا هو ديرتيف. مرابو معصيخ الشام וכולי. He says from this light, right, which is the Midah, that what we call the Umar HaKadosh Baruch Hu did. He did also another one that doesn't give its light, or doesn't have any light. Which one is that? This is Midat HaMalchut. Because you know, from Midat HaMalchut, it doesn't have its own light. It only reflects what it gets from higher. So since it doesn't have any one of the lights, it is important for the Malchut to be attached to what is higher, than it, than the Malchut, and also to attach what is lower than it, which is all the acts and the positive things that we do. So all these positive things we do go up and make the first attachment of the Malchut, and Malchut attaches itself, which is higher than it, right? Which is Tiferet. And with this attachment from here is done the attachment above. And again, what is this attachment that we do from here? Is the tefillot, the mitzvot, and all these things that we bring up, we send up, all these positive energies that we send up, that go to the Malchut, and the Malchut then can attach to what is higher than it. And from this attachment then is done between Malchut and Tiferet. This is from it that all this Tzebaot, all these celestial armies of angels and all superior creatures come out. Like it is written, Ma rabu ma chasera Hashem. How many are you asked Hashem? And everything that exists here, there is something like a mirror of it above, or for everything that exists here, whether it's a material thing, a physical thing, there is a spiritual thing that is the same. I mean, it's spiritual image, we'll say, above. And you don't have anything that small as it could be that is not dependent on what is a spiritual image or a spiritual root. Begin dekad itcha ahil et ata et harahu idfaka ale le'ela dekola itachata beda. And what happens to something, or let's say there's nothing that can happen to these physical things here which does not happen to its spiritual counterpart. Okay, or we can say also nothing that whatever happens in its counterpart happens here. So here is the effect of its origin in the spiritual part. And the example is given here. What does Zohar start talking about the mandrakes? Because the Zohar said the mandrakes has a special power. What is the special power? Is it helps the women have difficulty to become pregnant, helps them to be pregnant. But what is not the mandrake itself? It's the spiritual image, if you want, of this mandrakes. That means that's the spiritual force that gives this possibility to the mandrakes to have this effect. In other words, everything that exists, everything physical, takes his chayut, like we say in Hebrew, I mean his force or his power from its spiritual force, which is higher. Amen. Amen.